Hey y'all, good morning. It's actually Saturday morning and it's super bright out here already. But I've got so many cool things to share with you. I'm just too excited to wait until tomorrow. I've been releasing some butterflies and I've had so many butterflies in the garden this week. It's been really exciting because they're just popping out everywhere. I think just one flew over me just now. Yeah, so I can't wait to show them to you. And so I thought I'd just make a video today on Saturday and share everything that's been going on. It's Saturday morning and we may be about to get some rain. And so I thought I'd come out here and show y'all the garden before any parts of it get beaten down. I mean, I do want some rain, but I put out some new mulch yesterday. And I think I am loving the garden more than I have ever loved it. I'm loving the colors. It's just so fun. There's some roses coming out. And I changed out the calibrachoa that was there and there with some more Duranta. They are gonna outgrow those pots. But I just really like having a little more pop of that color right there in the front, that chartreuse. I see a James Galway rose over here. Let's see if we can get it up close for you. Isn't that pretty? And that's the color, the top bud is the color that it is when it first comes out. Isn't that just lovely? Whatever that little purple thing is, it's doing well. I've pulled out some more of, oh yeah, over here. I cut down the milkweed. It was, right there and there, and now I'm just loving this so much. I cut back quite a bit of things. Over here I cut back the Mexican sage because it was just getting out of control. And it's so funny, in the spring I just want everything to grow. And then by mid-summer, I'm just like, oh, this stuff is out of control. It's going cray-cray. So this is the best that the Circle Garden has ever looked, I think. I'm loving all the pinks and the chartreuse and the white. I'm going to get more white stuff. I love the way white pops out. Oh, and some of my summer romance is blooming. I think this is my favoriteest rose. Let's see, let's show you this one. Oh, it's got a little green something on it. Isn't it just adorable? Isn't it lovely? Oh, wow. Wow. I think the summer romance gets it does have black spot on it, but it seems to be way more vigorous and wants to live more than the other ones. Although, Big Mama is doing pretty well, although it's lost most of its leaves. That's Big Mama. And then over there is Sweet Spirit. Oh, look at the passion flower vine. I still haven't gotten out there and cut it back yet, and it's growing onto the roof. And then that over there, that is the hyacinth bean vine. But I just love how it's turning into a wall of green back there. And now that I've switched to containers, I can do a little better at getting the height that I wanted, because in borders, you want the short things in the front, the medium things in the middle, and the taller things in the back. So I'm going to really work on getting that going a little bit better next year. But I'm just loving this right now. All the fun colors. Gosh, it's just making me so happy. I've got some more things that I'm going to plant today. Just a few. I've got an orange tree. It's a Cara orange that I'm going to plant in a big pot. And oh, I see a Monarch Butterfly. They've really been loving this milkweed. Oh, do you see it? There it goes. Oh, here it comes. So aggravating too, because every time I creep over here to try to get a better shot of it, either it senses my presence or it gets tired of being here. And let me zoom in for you. Oh, there it goes. Oh, so maddening. Now it's on the fig tree, as if, ugh. But back to this. Just loving all the colors. Oh, and look at this. This black-eyed Susan is starting to almost pop out. Oh, I've got like 3 of them over here. So there's one. There's one. I really hope that that they can all bloom beautifully and happily. That's the blueberries over there. So I've got some more blueberries that I can pick and have for breakfast. So I'm going to beat out the birds. I don't know if this salvia is going to make it. It's looking better, actually. It looks less yellow. I think it might live. And isn't this shocking? I still have this lavender is still alive. And then that other lavender that I planted, here it is. I really like that color. Man, if that thing lives, man, that would be so amazing. Oh, here's a garden moment that I'm enjoying. I was hoping that those little flowers would open up. They usually open up maybe in an hour or 2. They're yellow, but isn't that pretty? That color combination right there. I like the different garden moments. And you know, that's just some coleus, and then also coleus, and then purslane right there. And this is more phlox. In this pot right here, this is a big phlox. I got some big phlox and some little phlox, and then, you know, salvia right here, Duranta right there, and I think this is like creeping thyme. So this whole section, that is just fun. That salvia is going to bloom soon. I had cut it back down to the ground because it got out of control. Oh, another gardening moment that I'm really enjoying. I'll show it to you. It's over here, and it's kind of accidental, as most good ones are. So this is Mexican heather right here, and when I bought it, it was kind of a pale, it didn't look like the normal Mexican heather that I'd seen before, but it, you know, is growing right here with this sun patience and then this dusty miller, and I'm just loving those 3 things together right there. They're just making me really happy, so I'm enjoying that. And I just wanted to show you, look, these are finally getting some sun, and so they're getting to bloom. There's some interesting, let's see, there's a bee, and then there's some sort of, I don't know if that's a assassin bug. I think that's what that is. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. I think, oops. See that green thing right there? Could be, no, I'm not sure, but that's interesting. Could be an assassin bug. I can't really tell. Oh, that's right, I'm not wearing my glasses. Duh. So yeah, I got some more. I can't remember if I showed y'all this last Sunday or not. Maybe I got it after that. But don't you love this? I'm loving how it looks so velvety and rich. You know, it's not, it's really spiky. But that is a gorgeous coneflower. And then I put this really interesting new kind of sweet potato vine with it. It's got these little pink edges. Something about sweet potato vine that I had forgotten that I had kind of promised myself about when one year I had sweet potato vine, and it just turned into the sweet potato vine show, because they just they just want to live, you know. They're just the happiest thing in the garden, and it can just turn into just one big sweet potato vine everything. So I'm going to keep this kind of pinched back. I'm not going to let it get out of control. I mean, I had one time when I had sweet potato vine, it was like the whole garden was just sweet potato vine. So this pot right here, that's where I'm gonna plant the orange tree today. And back in the back is my clematis that seems to be doing well, although it does not have any blooms on it. But you know what? That's really as far as I've ever gotten with a clematis. So I'm pretty happy at the moment with it. Sun is starting to come out. It's kind of a storm heading down from the north, so it looks like it's spreading out. We'll see if it actually gets here or not. I don't even hear any thunder. But this, I know I keep talking about this, but I can't help it. This phlox is incredible. That's why I went and bought all those other phlox, so I could have them punctuating all around the garden. And this is that wild petunia, and just look how cute it is. It's blooming so beautifully. These colors are so pretty. I went and dug these vinca out of the front yard. They were just kind of growing just in the middle of nowhere, and I hoped that they would survive, because when I went to pull them up, there was no dirt around them. I mean, it was just so dry out there that all I got was roots. And so I plunked them in there. Vinca, yeah, they are sturdy. They really want to live. Here's more of that wild petunia right here. But I'm loving the circle garden now. It's just way more cheerful. Way more, just all the colors are popping. This thing, and I don't remember the name of it, but it's going to bloom little yellow flowers, and it's a native plant, and I've enjoyed its kind of silvery looking foliage, but hopefully that'll bloom soon. But I really do want to put more things that have white flowers in here. I didn't realize how much I like the pop of just white with, you can see this area over here needs a little bit of something, because it's this is where I cut back that milkweed, and so I've got some space right here to plunk some stuff into it. But here are some things that are growing from seed, and I don't even know what they are, but I think this is a coneflower right here. So I'm going to let that keep growing, and maybe it won't get dug up and tossed to the side. We will see. But y'all, I am just having so much fun out here now. I'm just loving. Oh, I even have a California Dreamin' Rose over there blooming. Let's see if I can get to it from here. I bet I can't. Here's something funny. That Biden's, it's got those pink flowers on it. It did not do anything. Probably I didn't put it in the right place. But so there is a California Dreamin' Rose, and the Jewels of Opar seeds that I threw out, they're coming up over here. And of course Vinca and Pentas are coming back from the dead. Like, if you want something that blooms profusely and wants to live here and that the butterflies love, definitely grow Vincas and Pentas. I mean, they love them. But here's something crazy in the front yard. I have that Duranta that's just now blooming, and it's got the tiniest little blooms on it, and there are so many other flowers that are blooming in the front yard. And what does this little bee come to? The very first thing in the morning, it's always that Duranta. I'm going to go show it to you right now, because I bet there's a bee on it at the moment. So here's that teeny tiny bloom of the Duranta that the bee seems to favor over everything else. See how small it is, and just how dainty and beautiful it is. But yeah, they love them. I'm just going to go back so you can see. This one is kind of growing in a funny way, because the frost got it last year, and I cut it back, and just kind of left this one long thing growing. But I'm just letting it grow like this because it acts as a shade to my other things that really can't take a whole lot of sun. They like some sun, like this new orchid that I got, and this plant that I can't pronounce. But isn't that lovely? I'm gonna go on the other side so you can see it. I potted up all my goodies, and now I can enjoy it from the safety of behind the screen, because y'all know, man, these bugs, they be crazy. They be eating me alive. I've got 4 or 5 mosquito bites on my back right now because they just bite me right through my shirt. But it's so nice to sit here and taunt them from this side of the screen. Remember when I showed you the milkweed seeds? They each one have this little thing that will help them to fly away. That's how they self-seed or reseed. And I'm really excited about having more seeds of this Tithonia because the butterflies have loved it so much. Every time I'm out here, there's a monarch on this Tithonia. Let's see, can I not get that? Yeah. It has been a really fun plant. Mexican sunflower. Super easy to grow because seriously, I threw it out and shuffled around out here and then they came up. So that's my kind of plant. This monarch has been taunting me, just flying around everywhere close to me. Come back. Ugh. It's been loving the milkweed, but I don't think it's been laying eggs on the milkweed. It's just been coming around and drinking a sip and running away. Let's see if I can catch it. It's very aggravating. But aren't you loving these coneflowers? The colors are so fun. Although I did read somewhere where pollinators actually like the original coneflower, not I can't remember where I read that. I think it could have been in Horticulture magazine. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? Little bee. Look at all that pollen it has gathered. So busy. It's not going to miss any of it. Wow, it's really working that flower, isn't it? That is a passion flower. And I cannot wait for the Gulf fritillaries to show up. Usually they show up around August, September. That is when they bring their joyful little orange selves to the garden. So cute. Isn't this a cool zinnia? I love the stripes in it. It's looking a little ragged out because it is old, but isn't that a really fun color combination? Orange and pink. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so you can see. Look at that. I'm going to make sure I save seeds from this because this is spectacular. Here's another one that's looking really ragged out and it's dried up. And I can't tell if it's on the same, no it's not. But this was one of those coral ones. I'm also going to save seeds from that because the coral color is so lovely. Ha! Now I'm starting all the way back where I began because that silly monarch has come all the way back around and is over there all the way across the garden on the milkweed. I chased it all around the front yard. Well, not chased, I was trying to be cool. It's kind of hard to be cool when I want to get all up in its grill. And it's like, no, I don't want you. It must be, not recognizing me. Maybe this isn't one that I've raised. It's like, who is this crazy woman? But look, we're gonna try to sneak up on it. Do you see it? It's a boy. Let me see if I can zoom in. I can see that it's a boy from here. Will it let me get closer? Ugh, so aggravating. You see what I'm up against. So I'm really enjoying having grown all of this. This is also hyacinth bean vine and the morning glories. And you know, this is where the watering stops. So everything past here just really didn't do well. I was hoping that I could make a garden path along the side of the house, but you know, it's going to need to be something that is somewhat of a dry garden, because I'm just not going to have the energy or the time to water it. But I have been looking into getting, is it obelisks, trellises, so I can have some more height, because I know this tree right here is going to just rot and get pulled down by all these vines, and I'm going to need some height. And it'd be really cool to have something that's painted a pretty color. So I was looking on Etsy, and there's some really pretty ones on there. If y'all know of a place where you can get some pretty ones and you've had good success with them, let me know, because I would like to have something to grow some clematis, or I don't know, just any vining thing in here. But yeah, I gotta go water, because it doesn't look like that rain is gonna come here. Here's an example of how awesome vinca is. I threw some seeds out here, it's been months ago, and actually I was just like, wow, what happened? They didn't come up. And it took them a while, but finally they all started coming up, and they're filling in right here. And I was gonna put like a fountain or something right here, but I decided not to. But so look how thickly they're growing and just how healthy. I haven't done anything to them. I haven't fed them or anything. Sometimes they get watered, sometimes not. So I really like vinca. They just fill in spaces so easily and happily, and butterflies like them. So if you want something easy to grow, I would say get some vinca. This is the butterfly. This is the monarch butterfly that I was showing y'all that was going to emerge today. And I'm about to release her. It is a girl, and hopefully she'll let me show you. See how she does not have those black spots near the base of her wings. Look how gorgeous she is. Yeah, I'm gonna see if maybe I can put her on this lace cap hydrangea. It's been a while because it was raining, and I didn't want to put her out while it was raining, so I'm gonna let her step up on to this lace cap hydrangea. Ugh, y'all, is she not miraculous? It's so amazing to me that they can go from being a caterpillar to a beautiful butterfly in 2 weeks. That is just miraculous. I mean, that's just, God is just so wonderful to make all these gorgeous creatures to delight us. I just feel like butterflies are so delightful. And this is that same chrysalis that I was showing you earlier today, and I think it has gotten a little more clear because I can see the color of the wings better. Isn't that amazing how it would change in just a few short hours? Look at this. Some naughty birds or something have been eating my blueberries. I saw that I had several, and I was going to come out here and get some. I do have a few. I'm about to pick them. And there are more right here that aren't ripe yet. But I was going to tell y'all how to grow blueberries down here. So this is how you grow blueberries. You plant blueberry bushes and you hope that they're going to perform, and they don't, and they're horrible. And so you cut them down to the ground, and you cover them with mulch, and you say, don't grow blueberries, I don't want you anymore. And then they're like, oh, we'll show her, and then they grow, because you have to use reverse psychology on blueberries down here if you want blueberries. And these might be the only 2 blueberries that I actually get. One of them looks like it's been pecked at by a bird. They're like, feed us some food, but I'm gonna eat them. Very good. It's the 4th of July, y'all, and we just got back from going out on the boat, and both of my monarchs have emerged. I'm just gonna see if I can, well, I'm not sure if this is a boy or girl, so let's see. This one, oh, such a pretty, there. So these are my last 2. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at this beautiful, beautiful, fresh monarch. Just emerged today on the 4th of July. Let's see if you can see its face. How cool is that, y'all? Is that not magical? I mean, don't you just want to do this? You get to see them up close when you raise them. I'm about to put this one on a flower. I have some summer romance roses that are opening up. They're small, but let's see if this monarch will go onto it. Oh, yes. And it's a boy. A boy. I got one more to release. Let's go get her. Oh, look at this. It's also a boy. See that dark, this one is gonna be crazy. See those dark 2 spots on the hind wings right there? That means it's a boy. That's the gonads, or yeah, but oh, beautiful. Are y'all not just entranced? This makes it all worth it. Now these are the ones that I raised from eggs. That's the first time I've ever done that, but I'm so thankful that I did, because it's really the best way to ensure that it won't be that they won't have any kind of parasites in them. And here we go. I think I'm going to put this one on a big mama rose. There, oh, it flew away. I was going to tell you what happens is when they are ready to fly away, they will go straight up in the sky and go and land on a tree and just sit there and just get acclimated to where they are. I also have an eastern black swallowtail to release. I think what I'll do, and I don't know how long it's been in here, so I'm just going to pull this whole thing out. You can see there are chrysalises, and there's some, I've even got some caterpillars that are still, let's see if it'll, I don't know how, if it'll do. Oh, it's thinking, no, I don't want you. It's saying, come on, that's all right. Oh, okay. Let's do, oh, there we go. Oh, yes. So I'm gonna let this one go in the front yard because my husband's in the backyard cleaning some fish. That's what all that yelling was. He and his friend, they went and got some fish, and we're having fish for dinner. But look at that. Don't those blue things look like just the kind of sparkles from fireworks? Isn't it just entrancing? I'm so glad that it's letting me hold it up close so you can see it. So this is an eastern black swallowtail, and I'm going to put it on one of these flowers. What about this gorgeous zinnia? This is one of my favorites, this peach zinnia. Let's see if it will go. It says no. What about this lovely coneflower? Try that. Oh yes, the coneflower will do. Oh, all right. Oh, beautiful. I ran out of regular fennel for my eastern black swallowtail, so I've been feeding them the bronze fennel, and they've been eating it. I have 2 caterpillars left, and then I have just so many chrysalises, and I just don't know whether these are going to emerge soon or if I'm going to have to babysit them for the rest of the year. But it's exciting to find out. So this is the bronze fennel right here, and I didn't know whether they would eat it or not, but it will do in a pinch. I've just never found eggs or caterpillars on bronze fennel, which doesn't mean anything. And that's just what has been happening in my experience. But thank God they will eat it. Y'all, this is a tiger swallowtail. I'm gonna see if I can put my hand down here so you can see how big it is. Oh, there it goes. Oh, y'all, it's my favorite. Thank y'all so much for joining me on my butterfly gardening adventures. I hope that y'all are having some fun raising butterflies and gardening and just getting to play outside in the backyard. It's so special. I love it in the middle of the summer. It's great. But I will see y'all later and talk to y'all later. God bless you. Have a great day.